Well, hell. I think this is working. Yeah. I was trying to take a picture, but it didn't work. This is take 2 because take 1 started to get way off and I got lost in my thoughts. So, a lot of things I have been able to witness this week uh, in living history to me, is just absolutely exciting. Knowledge that I didn't have before that I do have now is just it exhilarates me. Makes me feel alive. I don't want to go into why I've been stuck in this room for 6 years. But I will say that since I have been stuck in this room for 6 years, I have really started to use my mind more to figure out things, to learn things. I love learning new things. I've said many times, and I'll probably say it until I can't say it anymore. The day I stop learning is the day I die. Now, whether that's physical or mental is irrelevant. What's important is that we keep learning. You are today more than you were yesterday, and you will be tomorrow more than you are today. Think of that as picking up, what a stupid metaphor, picking up aluminum cans on the highway. Your end goal is to go cash in all these cans and get some good money. But you can't do that with just one can. You've got to continually pick them up and put them in a bag and save them. And this takes time. So yesterday you found 1 can. Today you found 2. So you have more than you had yesterday, but tomorrow you'll find 3. And so tomorrow you'll have more than you have today. That's what I was getting at as far as learning, which is why I have read Q and have been a not blind follower. No, I have been a critical follower, reader, examiner of Q. The information that they suggest, little things to get us thinking, get us going down what has been termed rabbit hole. But we have more knowledge now than we did then, 2 years ago. And we'll have more knowledge tomorrow or in the years future than we do today. That's just the way life is, folks. That's the way life is. But you see, the problem I am finding with most people is they want the product now. They don't want to go through the hassle of learning anything, understanding anything, or gaining altitude above a situation to look down and see, wow, that's all connected. All they want is the final product. That's the kind of society we live in today. Instant gratification. They want it now. They don't want to work for it. They don't even want to try. Or they'll let somebody else work through it and get back to them whenever, whenever they figured it out. Because to take ownership of one's own personal learning is too much for people. And this is why I catch a lot of flack from people who dislike Q or conspiracy theory or whatever they're attaching to me. This is why they try to throw stuff at me, mock and or intimidate No, they don't intimidate me. Mock and or make fun of the information that we've been exposed to. Which, on a side note, don't go down that side note. And I lost my thought. Wish this thing had a pause button. You know, when you read a book, I think I have a book. I don't read. I've been trying to read, but I had to learn how to read again just to put the letters and the sounds together for the most part. And I've had 6 years experience at that. So I've been trying to get my thoughts together and mind together in order to read a book. If this was a book of your life, where would you get the good stuff in this book? Would you get it in the very front? Or maybe midway through? Or would you get it more towards the ending? That's what I'm saying. Learning every day more than yesterday, more than, and even more tomorrow, is the way that you will write your book. Because you're the architect, you see, of your life. So you can choose to, well, you could choose to be a meth person, a drug addict. You could choose to inject those poisons into your body and kill yourself inadvertently, like has happened way too often. Because those people were the architects of their life by their choices and their learning and their knowledge, or lack thereof, or complacency, or basically just wanting to blame everybody else for their problems. Well, I had a really hard life, so I deserve this drug. They end their life. And that's not for us to determine so much as it is for us to recognize the power that we have to write our book of life. Life doesn't happen to us. It happens for us. I think that made sense. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. It happens before you. Whether you're here or not, life is going to continue to go on. And whether you decide to off yourself with bad decisions, bad choices, including that of not trying to self-aware and educate to get farther into the book, I mean, that's the way it is. But we are the... Just took out my... That's okay, I was not too far into it. We are the architects of our lives. We are the author of our book. And with everybody having a different book, it's okay. My book has a lot of Q. A belief that, thank God, somebody is able to help pull us all together. You know, the millions of Americans, the millions of people around the world, actually, who are tired of being ruled by the globalist elites, the deep state, whatever you want to call it. That's why I have been watching the impeachment hearings. I want to see what's going on from the higher altitude that I have now through reading, following the book of Q and the patriots, millions of patriots worldwide. We're living in history. We're living history right now. Tomorrow your life could be over. What counts is what you do right now. What you're passionate about needs to be expressed through your actions, through your thoughts, and through your heart's passion. It's not about success or riches or this, that, and the other. I mean, if you wanted to make it about that, it would probably be an okay book, but I'm sure it probably won't sell too well. Seeing as how that seems what everybody wants. What I want in my book, and that I am authoring, is one of philosophy, logic, reason, and appreciation for the life that is happening before me. Appreciation for the gift of life that I have in my heart, in my body, the gift of life that I have in my mind. A deep appreciation for that. Because it's short. It's very short. 4.5 billion years this planet has been here. And we've been here, what, 60, 50, 40 years? We're nothing in the time of the planet. Yet, we have this gift of life. Some people choose to use their gift of life to deter and tear down others. I choose to appreciate my gift of life for what it is, build up and support other people. It's not healthy for me to get into well, the way I am. I don't have much warning before I go from being a nice guy, like I am right now, to being somebody that, well, most people probably don't want to be around, and that's okay. But by learning that point, as I was authoring my book of my life, I learned that, and I try to think of things, feel things, set myself into a better state of mind by my posture, and not go that direction. I have no idea where this conversation is going, and I barely remember where the hell we came from. That's why I've been watching the impeachment hearings, is because this is history. In 200 years, this time, right here, is going to be a bestseller. Appreciate your life for what it is. Choose to use it to build people up, not tear people down. And enjoy the show. It's going to get a little rough here, especially starting next month. The FISA is coming out on the 9th. Firm date. YouTube, COPA, is going into effect on the 10th. And then Horowitz will be testifying for the Senate on the 11th. So 9th, 10th, and 11th. Now a little bit more on this YouTube COPA thing. The war that we have been involved in for a few years has not really a center point, but a centralized victim. Children has been expressed throughout this war and throughout learning and reading with Q. Children. Children are being sex trafficked. Children are being, kidnapped and used for things that would honestly make us all sick. So in order to combat this, the FTC, that's the Federal Trade Commission, is going to go after those people who are pretending that they're somebody and then they're not. Or advertising for, or making, what's the word? Product? Content. Making content for children. You have to tell them whether or not you're doing that. Because starting January 1 of next year, they're going to come, the FTC is going to come and do a flush. And if they find product that they deem whatever about with regards to the children, they're going to go after the content creator. And they're going to go after the content creator because December 10th is when that COPA, that we all have to acknowledge, goes into effect. And the change of terms of service. It's for YouTube to protect their own ass. They're a company. They're here to make money, not lose money. And brother, let me tell you, the fines are pretty steep. I think $42,000 per video. So I urge you to take this YouTube COPA very, very seriously. Don't just pass it on by. Remember to appreciate the gift that you have, to share with others, to put smiles on their faces, or a thought in their brain to have them mull around and come up with a new feeling, a feeling of gratitude. This is Wayne 7. Y'all be cool.